Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins. We're experts at AI coaching and helping professionals like you and your employees upskill in AI. The insights in this overview come from a recent, detailed conversation with Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic. He appeared on the Lex Fridman podcast in an episode titled Dario Amodei, Anthropic CEO on Claude, AGI, and the Future of AI and Humanity, which was published on July 22, 2024. In it, he laid out the core principles that are driving AI development today and what he foresees for our future. Amodei opens with a fascinating and fundamental insight he credits to researcher Ilya Sutskever. The models just want to learn. This simple statement is key. It suggests that AI systems have an almost inherent pull towards acquiring knowledge and improving, and this tendency is really the bedrock of their rapid advancement. So if we accept that these models have a natural drive to learn, the next question is, how do we facilitate that learning? How do we power it? According to Amodei, the primary engine driving all of this progress is a concept known as the scaling hypothesis. And this isn't just a theory, it's an empirically observed principle that has consistently proven itself in the field. So what exactly is the scaling hypothesis? Well, at its heart, it's a straightforward observation. As you increase the key inputs, the ingredients, for training an AI model, its capabilities get better in a surprisingly predictable curve. While it's not a hard and fast law of physics, it has acted as an incredibly reliable guide for making AI more and more capable. Amodei likens this to a sort of chemical reaction that requires three main ingredients. First, bigger and more complex neural networks. Second, vast amounts of data. We're talking trillions of words and images. And third, a massive increase in computational power. He stresses that you have to scale all three of these together. If you only increase one, the reaction stalls, and you hit a plateau. Now, here's a critical historical point that Amodei makes. This approach has consistently defied skepticism. At every major stage of development, from mastering basic language to performing complex reasoning, many experts predicted that scaling would hit a wall. And yet, in every case, pushing the scaling further proved to be the way to overcome that very barrier. The consistent success of scaling isn't just some abstract technical achievement. It leads to a pretty startling conclusion about the timeline for future AI development. The rate of progress we're observing isn't linear, it's accelerating exponentially. By extrapolating these trends, Amodei offers a carefully caveated but still profound forecast. He suggested if the current rate of progress holds, it's plausible that AI systems could achieve or even surpass human-level intelligence in many domains as early as 2027. And this forecast is grounded in very real, tangible progress that we can observe. Amodei frames it this way. Just a few years ago, AI models were performing at about a high school student level. Last year, they were more like an undergraduate. And today, in certain specialized fields, they are demonstrating performance that's on par with a PhD. That's a dramatic leap in a very short time. This incredible pace of development leads Amodei to a rather sobering assessment. He says, quote, "We're rapidly running out of truly convincing blockers, truly compelling reasons why this will not happen in the next few years." In other words, the number of fundamental, unsolved problems that might stop this from happening seems to be shrinking. The impact of this intelligence is magnified by its scalability. A human expert is one person, but a highly capable AI model can be replicated millions of times, almost instantly. Amodei predicts that the hardware infrastructure needed to support this kind of massive scale deployment will be in place within the next 2 to 3 years. Given that we're developing a technology this powerful that is advancing this quickly and is so scalable, the issue of safety becomes absolutely paramount. For Amodei and Anthropic, AI safety isn't a science fiction topic. It's an immediate, practical engineering challenge that demands structured guardrails. He breaks the potential threats down into two main areas. The first is misuse risk. This is what you'd expect. Malicious actors using AI for harmful purposes, like developing bioweapons or launching cyber attacks. The second is autonomy risk. This is when an AI system, in pursuing a goal we've given it, acts in unintended or uncontrollable ways that don't align with our interests. So Anthropic's core strategy for managing these risks is what they call their responsible scaling policy. This is basically a public commitment they've made. It says that before they're allowed to train their next, more powerful model, they first have to prove that the current model can pass a whole range of rigorous, predefined safety tests. It's a way of gating progress. This policy is built around a system called AI Safety Levels, or ASLs. You can think of it as an early warning system. It classifies models based on their capabilities. As a model gets more advanced and crosses a threshold into a higher risk level, for instance, showing dangerous knowledge or early signs of autonomy, that triggers specific safety and containment protocols. Now, beyond the immediate technical challenges of building safe AI, Amodei also considers the profound societal transformations that are coming. His analysis goes into the impact on our economy, on power structures, and on the very nature of what it means to work. He actually expresses optimism that humans will continue to find meaning and purpose in this new world. What he worries about are the economic disruptions, and even more critically, the potential for AI to concentrate an immense amount of power into the hands of a very small number of entities, which creates a huge risk of abuse. For professionals, this all points to a fundamental transformation of our work. In a field like software engineering, for instance, the focus will shift away from writing individual lines of code and move towards providing macroscopic direction. The human's role evolves from being the hands-on executor to being the architect who sets high-level goals and manages the AI systems doing the implementation. And this analysis of Amodei's perspective really leaves us with a critical, strategic question for our own careers. As artificial intelligence gets better and better at the very cognitive tasks that have defined professional work for so long, we have to start thinking about where humanity's new comparative advantage will emerge. Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you like these videos, use the QR code at the beginning of this video to buy us a coffee or hire us to coach you or your employees in AI. Please subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel, like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.